Bill wasn't sure what God wanted him to do, but sitting at the table that day, I'm sure Bill had been thinking about this for a while, but he hadn't mentioned it. But he said, we need to sign a contract with God. And I've signed many contracts in business, and I think it would be wonderful if we would just draw up a contract and sign a contract with God, just to name before Him what we would like out of life and what we'd be willing to give, and that you go in one room and I'll go in the other, and let's just tell God what we want. And so I took it that we were to be specific about what we wanted and what I thought that would be reasonable to ask God for. And so I went into our spare bedroom, and he went into our bedroom, and we were both on our knees, and of course we were both praying, and I began to write down that I would like 2 cars. Mine could be a Ford, because that was the least expensive car at that time. And that I would like 2 to 4 children. I may have started with the children first, 2 to 4 children. And then the 2 cars. Mine could be a Ford. And then a house that would be modest enough to entertain a person from Skid Row, because we were working a lot with people on Skid Row at that time, and I wanted them to feel comfortable if they should come to our home, or would be lovely enough to entertain the President of the United States. Little was I even thinking about what that would actually mean, but it was that was my desire. And after all, I had married a successful businessman, and I had expected that probably we would be able to have a home of such a manner. And then I began to tell the Lord about I wanted everything that we did to bring honor and glory to Him, that I would like to know that God's hand would be upon us as a couple, and there were some things about, some spiritual things that got in there. Well, we came back together, and I think he maybe asked me to share my list first. So I went through my list with him, and he didn't laugh, he didn't say anything. That's a sweetheart. But anyway, he started with his list, that he desired to be a slave of Jesus, and that everything that we had would belong to God, that we would depend upon Him for everything, that we would never seek fame or fortune, that we would live on whatever He provided, and we'd never seek wealth or recognition, and that He wanted to be filled with the Spirit, constantly available for whatever God wanted, and that He just possessed our whole life, body, mind, and spirit. Well, I felt like about this high that, He was so spiritual and I was so material, and I was kind of disappointed that I would be so materialistic. But that's kind of the way our lives were lived. I've told Bill many times, you are enjoying the luxury of what we enjoy because I've asked God for it. And God provided it.